Tombstone, Arizona Territory, the morning of June 19, 1882. A day that started out about as quiet as any.
Did I understand you right? Did you say you ain't going to Durango with the rest of us? Was that what you said?
I said I don't have no score to settle in Durango.
Sure you do. We're gonna kill Doc Holliday in Durango.
It ain't that easy.
Why not? There's 5 of us.
Doc Holliday's the fastest gun there is. Ain't got any reason to mix with him.
Well, I do.
Well, you mix with him then. I'm out.
Mace!
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The afternoon of June 20, 1882. Lee?
Oh, hello, Harris.
Lee told me I'd find you here.
All right, you found me.
There's one mistake no man's supposed to make, least of all a sheriff.
What's that?
Getting caught in a crossfire. I'm talking about you going up to Durango after that Texan. What's his name?
Ed Mace.
Well, that's the crossfire. Him and Doc Holliday facing it out sooner or later. You in between.
I'll try to duck.
It's no joke, Clay. You're risking your life for nothing. Doc Holliday is going to get Mace. You know that. I could print the story today. Doc Holliday shoots down man who killed Tombstone deputy.
Well, Harris, I prefer Tombstone jury says man who shot deputy to hang.
You'll never read it. Holliday's going to get him.
Not if I can help it.
Well, that's just the point. You can't help it. But you can get yourself killed in the trying. Is it worth it?
Look, Harris, Will Hutch is dead. He was shot down by a cheap Texas gunman who was on his way to Durango. What do you want me to do? Sit around and wish that he were here so I could arrest him?
You couldn't arrest him if you were there. Durango's not in your jurisdiction.
I couldn't arrest him as a sheriff, but I can as a deputy marshal. I was sworn in an hour ago. You know the real reason I'm going. Will Hutch wasn't just a good deputy, he was a good friend.
Here's your bacon, Sheriff.
Oh, thanks. I'll see you, Harris.
Where's the sheriff heading, Mr. Clyburn?
Into a crossfire. It was a long ride across the Mogollon Rim to Colorado. June 23, 1882, Durango. Mace and his men arrived well ahead of Clay Hollister.
Howdy.
My horse needs a shoe.
I'll be finished here in a couple of shakes.
Don't hurry.
You a stranger in town?
That's right.
Fixing to stay on?
I might. I'm looking for an old friend of mine. I heard he was up this way.
Yeah? What's his name?
Doc Holliday.
I didn't know Doc had any friends. Oh, no offense.
Know where I might find him?
I hear Doc's been at the Royal Flush Saloon every night this week. Running real lucky. You a poker player, mister?
Now and again.
And I hear Doc's real tough to beat. A man can't bluff him.
Man might not have to. To get out drawing.
You talking about cards or guns, mister?
Just talking.
Be with you in a minute.
He'll be at the Royal Flush Saloon tonight. Tell the boys to keep apart and stay out of trouble.
Later that afternoon, Sheriff Clay Hollister approached Durango and headed straight to the marshal's office.
Of course, there's no telling when he's going to go for Doc Holliday or where. He might have been just talking big, about coming up to Durango in the first place.
No, I don't think so. He killed one of his own men just because he wouldn't come along.
Well, killing a man is one thing, Sheriff. Going up against Doc Holliday is quite another.
I still think he'll try it. I better stay as close to Holliday as I can.
Holliday won't like that.
I'll try to keep him from finding out.
Suppose you do. Let's say you find Ed Mace like you planned. Didn't you say he has help?
3 men.
Figure on taking them all on?
No, I figure on getting help.
Here. All right, Hollister. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. You know where Holliday is now?
Nope. But I know where he's going to be tonight. The Royal Flush Saloon.
I call you, mister, and raise you $100.
I think you're running one, Doc. Beats me.
Pair of 5s. Mister,
What's the matter?
when a gentleman leaves the company of other gentlemen, he usually excuses himself.
No offense, Doc. Excuse me, gentlemen.
That's better. Deal.
Need a new player, gentlemen?
Why not? That's what we're here for.
Mace is the name.
I'm Farrell. This is Henderson. Maxwell. I guess you know this is Doc Holliday.
Howdy.
Run them. Run them, run them!
Jacks are better.
It's up to you, Mr.
Mace. It's a common name down around Dallas.
I was in Dallas about a month ago.
I know. I'll bet $50.
I'll play.
Did we meet before, Mr. Mace?
It's up to you, Doc.
Call.
I pass. Cards?
3.
Next 3.
3.
Hello. All alone?
Three 10s. The newcomer's good for my luck. Run him. Whiskey.
Right away, Doc.
Told you to keep an extra bottle at the table at all times, didn't I?
Sorry, Doc.
Expect me to drink out of this? It's filthy. You didn't think that was very funny.
Not very.
I don't like people who disagree with me, Mr.
Mace. Ed Mace. Brother of Arnold Mace.
Who's Arnold Mace?
The man you killed in Dallas a month ago.
Is that why you're here?
That's why we're here.
There are a couple other people here, Mace.
Stay out of this. No interruptions.
Everybody stand still.
What do you want?
You're holding up the game.
I want him. You're under arrest, Mace, for the murder of Will Hutch, deputy sheriff at Tombstone.
Get up slowly, Mace.
Durango, Colorado, June 23, 1882. The patrons of the Royal Flush were amazed that Doc Holliday was still alive.
If I were you, I'd get out before he comes to.
Doc doesn't like any interference with his business.
Yeah, well, I'm interfering.
Easy. Easy.
They got away, didn't they?
Yeah, but you did all right.
All right. This was a present to me when I graduated from dental college in Baltimore.
Pretty good present. Saved your life.
How do you like the nerve of him? He broke up my game, broke my flask, and tried to kill me. Mr. Mace has trouble coming.
I'll take care of Mr. Mace.
He's asking for it.
Mister, I was playing a nice, quiet, profitable game of poker until you open your mouth. Now close it, get out, and stay away from Mace.
He's mine.
Over my dead body. You better go back to Tombstone.
Doc. I will. Just as soon as I've found Mace.
You can draw first, mister.
I can't.
You have two guns.
Nobody's as fast with both guns.
You're lucky. You get another chance to clear out.
Just as soon as I find Mace.
Don't push your luck, lawman. Next time we meet, if you insist, your arm is liable to be all better.
I've never seen Doc act like that. Neither have I.
Must not be
If I were you, stranger, I'd just let that arm bleed and bleed and bleed.
They get away?
Oh, they're deep in the Red Rock country by now.
Where's that?
Southwest of us. It's a haven for a man on the run.
Pretty rugged?
Bad as it comes. Gorges, mountains, draws, ravines. You can't track a man. And you can't see him 10 yards away from him if he doesn't want you to. Looks like you're going to have to wait till he comes out, Sheriff.
Go through this again? No, thank you, Marshal. I'll take the rugged country. Thanks for your help.
June 24, 1882. The Red Rock country of Colorado.
I'm not better yet?
Well, he's coming along.
We might as well ride together, huh?
Break up the monotony.
Oh, I have another reason. You're better at tracking than I am.
By the way, my name's Clay Hollister.
Never heard of you.
The afternoon of June 24.
Those tracks aren't over a day old.
You tell how many riders?
Not for sure. More than 2 and less than 5.
That fits. Is your arm bothering you?
Yeah, I guess it's a sling.
Let it be. I'll take a look at it when we make camp. Who tied that?
Marshal.
He's a slob. Well, no wonder you were in pain. The circulation was just about cut off. You're lucky you haven't had gangrene already. Got any more bandage?
Yeah, saddlebag. Dentist, huh? Where'd you ever practice?
In Georgia.
Why'd you come out west?
I have consumption, mister. Or haven't you heard?
I'm sorry.
I'll leave this loose for the night. You should be able to draw in no time.
Thanks. Anything you can take to relieve that?
Maybe a bullet someday.
Doc?
Yeah.
He's his brother, Arnold. What did you ever kill him for?
I don't remember.
The morning of June 25, 1882.
You know something? You're right about that circulation. Don't need to sling anymore.
I'll send you my bill in the morning.
We found him.
Looks like they found us.
Cover me.
Don't do it, Doc. They're trying to draw you out.
works, doesn't it, Mace? You could have had it quick and easy. One clean hole. Now you're gonna have 100 little holes. I'm gonna pepper you to death. Come on out, Mace, and take it clean.
Carter! Shotgun!
There's only one left, Mace.
I'm not so sure he's left. But I'm going to find out.
Hold on, wait a minute. He's mine, remember?
How's your arm, Sheriff?
I guess you could say it's all better.
Now, look, Sheriff, I'm grateful for your help. But I'm taking Mace.
He's my prisoner.
You can still make the first move. Sheriff, I want Mace. You're gonna have to draw.
Over a dead man?
All right, Sheriff, now you can have him.
Just another one for you to forget?
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
Stage, a series of events began that brought Clay Hollister to grips with a criminal type unknown to wild and woolly Tombstone.
Where can I get a carriage around here?
There's a livery stable right down the street.
New arrivals acted with the assuredness of those who knew what they wanted and where they were going. A few miles from town, the second happening took place in this series of events.
Good afternoon, folks.
Hello, Aaron.
George Camden.
Aren't you glad to see us?
What do you want?
We want your ranch, Aaron.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
late afternoon of September 2, 1885.
Clay? Aaron. Clay, I'd like you to meet Miss Patricia Camden.
Miss Camden?
And this is her brother, George. Clay Hollister.
What brings you to Tombstone, Mr. Camden?
Well, it's a business matter, Sheriff.
That's why we came to see you, Clay.
I understand you notarized a transfer of property.
Among other things?
Well, the courthouse is closed. I wonder if you'd take care of that for me.
You're selling the double T, Aaron?
That's right.
Well, it's taken you 2 years to put it on a paying basis.
So we made him an offer that he couldn't refuse.
Yeah, it says for valuable consideration.
Everything is in order, Clay. Will you put your seal on it?
Surely. You're not going to be leaving Tombstone, are you, Aaron?
Well, as a matter of fact, he isn't. He's staying on with my sister and me.
George and I aren't really capable of managing such a large ranch without help.
Thank you, Mr. Hollister.
It's been nice meeting you.
And you.
Well, there's something to be said for being a landowner. Of course, you know all about that, don't you?
If you're asking if I miss my home in Boston, the answer is yes. It was wonderful.
Well, you made your own choice. You've done pretty well these past years, Aaron. Since you ran off with all our money.
You'd have done the same thing to me if you'd had the chance.
And left you to serve 3 years in a filthy prison as I did? Well, that's all in the past.
And now what?
Well, it's taken quite a while to find you, Aaron. Too long, I suppose, for there to be any of that money left.
It's almost all gone now. Most of it right here in this ranch.
So now we start all over.
Not me, George.
You're still wanted in the state of Massachusetts, you know.
But I'm here in Arizona. And there's no extradition, George.
You know that. You came up with a winning hand, didn't you? Patient Aaron left with the money and his freedom. Well, those things won't do you any good 6 feet under. Now, as I said before, we start all over. This forsaken place is just made for my talents.
Now, look, George, I've lived here almost 3 years. I know Clay Hollister. You can't get away with a thing.
You've played a pat hand quite a while, Aaron. But now I hold the winning hand. And as for your sheriff, he's a clod.
Don't underestimate Sheriff Hollister. He's no man's fool.
Well, if he's no man's fool, maybe he's a woman's.
Saturday afternoon, September 5, 1885.
Mr. Hollister!
Hello.
Oh, good afternoon.
How are things out of the double T, Miss Camden?
A little more settled now, thank you. We'd like if you would come out and see what we've done to the ranch.
Oh, I'd like that.
How about tomorrow? An early Sunday dinner?
Thank you very much.
You'll come then? 2 o'clock.
I think I can make it. Tombstone kind of tames down on Sunday.
Well, we'll see you then. Bye.
Aaron, I bet that was the best meal ever served at this ranch.
Why, thank you.
Certainly the best I ever had in Tombstone. And the prettiest cook. How do you like ranching, Mr. Camden?
Well, frankly, it's much more of a job than I thought.
Oh?
He's working harder at this than anything else he's ever attempted.
Matter of fact, Aaron and I have some work to do this afternoon.
On Sunday?
Well, I'm sorry, dear. I know Mr. Hollister understands. You can entertain him. Excuse me.
Won't you sit down, please?
Thank you.
Have you ever been in Boston?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, you'd like it there. It's full of history.
Well, we're still making ours.
I never thought of it that way. Oh, here's a picture of the Boston Common. I was brought up in Boston.
A quiet Sunday afternoon in Tombstone.
Mother died, there wasn't much left for us in Boston.
Well, what made you decide on Tombstone?
George's idea. He'd looked at some ranches in West Texas and decided he liked this part of the country better.
I hope you like it.
I'm sure I will now. But isn't it dangerous being a sheriff?
Sometime.
How many men have you killed?
How did we get on this subject?
You're right.
Well, now that's finished. I hope you weren't too bored, Mr. Hollister.
Hardly.
Could I get some refreshments?
Not for me, thanks. I have to see if the town's still there. Excuse me. Thanks again.
You're always welcome.
Miss Camden, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Did you enjoy yourself, my dear? Evidently, Mr. Hollister did.
This was your idea, George.
Monday morning, September 7. Sheriff Hollister was summoned to the Bank of Tombstone.
You the only one that knows the combination to the safe?
Why, yes.
Is there anybody that you suspect? Any of your clerks?
None of them, I'm sure. I've been robbed 6 times in the past, at gunpoint. Never had it done this way.
Yeah, it is kind of slick for Tombstone. Oh, hello, Harris. Make quite a story for you.
How'd they get it open? Somebody must have known a lot about safes. Figured the combination.
A safe cracker.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Well, Tombstone attracts all kinds of people.
Yeah, Tombstone does.
Do you think Racklin could have done it?
Ah, it's too obvious. Besides, why would he wait till Sunday? He's got access to it all week long.
Well, you check on everybody that comes into Tombstone. Do you think some trail hand could have opened that safe?
No, this was done by a professional.
Well, then it must have been someone outside of Tombstone.
Camden. Well, he was working on the books.
You were with him?
Yeah. But they left me alone with Patricia most all afternoon, so they had work to do.
Well, Aaron used to run that ranch by himself. Why all of a sudden is there so much work to be done on a Sunday?
Where does that leave Patricia? You don't suspect her, do you?
Do you? What are you going to do, Clay?
Hello. Clay, I just came from the bank. George and I had money there.
So had a lot of other people.
I understand it happened while you were with us out at the ranch. I'm sorry.
Are you?
Is there anything you can do?
Yes, there is. I'll let you know.
Well, if there's anything we can do. I'm truly sorry, Clay. way he looked at me, I'm sure he knows something.
Well, that's impossible. What'd he say?
It's not what he said, it's the way that he acted.
Could it be that there's a hidden rapport between you and the sheriff? Well, even if he thinks he knows, what proof has he?
I still think you made a mistake coming here. Before Hollister closes in, there's still time for you to...
I told you what I thought of your bumpkin sheriff.
You're so smug, so sure of yourself.
There was a time when you were as confident in my judgment.
Why don't you just leave? Take the money and leave. Hollister doesn't give up.
Well, if he doesn't give up, it wouldn't do me much good to run, would it? And if he suspects me, it doesn't leave me much choice, does it? Getting rid of him will give me great pleasure. Great pleasure.
George, take the money and leave, but please don't kill him.
He won't kill Hollister.
The night of September 7, 1885, George Camden rode for Tombstone. He wasn't alone.
Drop your gun, George. This is your last hand. It's me, Clay Aaron. Don't shoot. Sit down and start from the beginning. It's the first time I ever shot a man, Clay.
Was Patricia in on this?
No, she wasn't. When George told us what he'd done, we tried to make him return the money.
You didn't know anything about it when it happened?
No. I was working on the books. George said he was going into town. Something about a meeting with a cattle buyer.
Why didn't you say something about it that night?
I didn't think anything about it at the time.
Why did George try to kill me?
He thought you knew he pulled the robbery. He said he was going to leave town, but first he was going to kill you to get you off his back. I couldn't let him kill you, Clay.
No. No, you couldn't, could you?
Patricia Camden waited at the Double T. Only one man returned.
Well, you still up, Patricia?
What happened? Where have you been?
I had a little talk with George.
Where is he?
He's dead.
Dead?
That's right.
You?
Seems I held a winning hand after all. You didn't think I'd let him take the Double T away from me, did you? Or leave him alive so he could blackmail me?
What about Clay?
I saved his life. To him, you and I have been the unwitting victims of your brother's greed. Well, the money's been returned. It's all over now. Where are you going?
I really don't know, but I'm getting away from here.
You're staying. Just for appearance's sake. When I decide different, then will be the time you go.
Aaron's story just doesn't ring true, Harris. Why didn't he just hold George? Take his gun and hold him until I got there.
Well, you're going to have a hard time convincing folks that Aaron is anything but a hero. He saved your life, and he recovered the money of a lot of people. September 14, 1885. Patricia Camden was seen in Tombstone for the first time since the funeral.
Afternoon.
Clay,
Sorry I couldn't be with you at the cemetery.
it would have seemed a little strange. After all, my brother did try to kill you.
Are you planning on staying on?
For a while. There's no place to go.
What about your family?
There is no family. Not after this.
I'm glad you're staying on. I'd like to know more about you, what you are.
What I am? What am I? I really wish I knew.
Aaron, thanks to you, we still got a good sheriff in Tombstone.
I just did what any man would have done.
Modest, ain't he, Sheriff?
Means you really are a hero, Aaron. You deserve a reward. But there wasn't any offered in town, so I wired Boston. It's where George came from. I thought he might have a past. Boston police are checking on it. I should know in the morning.
The afternoon of September 14.
Mr. McLean! What time is your friend coming by?
You say the stage leaves at 9:30 tonight?
Yes, sir, 9:30 sharp.
He'll be here just a few minutes before. And don't you forget, you save a seat for him.
Don't you worry.
The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. Clay Hollister confirmed his suspicions at the stage depot, while Aaron McLean was being toasted at the Arcade Saloon.
Drink Aaron with me. Here's the Nick.
Just in time, Sheriff.
No thanks.
We're drinking to Aaron.
I said no thanks.
The sheriff never drinks when he's on duty. Isn't that right, Clay?
That's right, Aaron.
Boys, a toast to the man who saved our money and the sheriff.
That's a fine group of men.
Yeah.
Oh, Clay, I was going to drop by and see you later at the office.
What about, Aaron?
Well, it's Patricia. Well, I was hoping you might stop by tonight and maybe have a little talk with her.
Well, I guess I could.
Oh, fine. That'll do her a lot of good. Say about 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
You hear anything from Boston?
Oh, tomorrow. You'll be the first to know.
8:30 p.m., September 14.
You startled me.
It's a bad sign, Aaron. Nerves.
Really? Why should I be nervous?
Aaron, many things you are, but a clever murderer you're not.
I'll show you how clever I am. I asked Clay Hollister out here tonight. You're going to entertain him while I leave on the night stage.
Aaron, do you realize how ridiculous you sound? You're talking just like George. Why, you're even copying the way he tricked the sheriff.
You shut up.
Don't worry. I won't say anything. You have my word. You'll slip somewhere. He'll get you.
It's him. It's Clay Hollister.
Oh, Patricia. Aaron. I hope you don't mind my coming early. Aaron said 9 o'clock.
Not at all.
Good. Things kind of quiet around town.
Oh, glad to see you, Clay. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, don't go. I'm sorry that I haven't seen much of you lately, but Aaron said that...
I haven't felt much like seeing people.
Yes, he said that you'd been a bit upset. He feels kind of natural guilt.
Well, he did what he had to do.
How about a drink, Clay?
Not for me, thank you, Aaron. No, I just had an early supper. Sit down, relax. By the way, Aaron, Charlie down at the stage depot asked me to tell you something. There's been some mix-up. There won't be a seat for your friend on tonight's stage, after all. Come on out, Aaron.
You leave me alone, officer. I'll shoot.
I said come out.
You knew all along. That's why you came early tonight. You knew I was leaving on that stage.
That's right.
You'll never take me. I'll win the last hand. I always do.
Not this one, you won't. Now come on out or I'll start shooting.
I saved your life, Clay. If it wasn't for me, you'd be dead.
Well, thanks. But I'm not the jury and I'm taking you in. Now you going feet first? Let's go.
And what about the charges still pending against Aaron in Massachusetts?
They won't matter much if he's hanged in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Clay. Bye, Miss Camden.
Clay, what's going to happen to me?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the jury.
Things could have been so different. I'm sorry, Clay.
So am I.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
A respectable-looking lot for change.
I think I see an old acquaintance.
A woman friend, Harry?
Acquaintance, Clay. Acquaintance. Miss Dixon?
Yes.
I'm Harris Clyburn, editor of the Epitaph. I don't know if you'll remember me. We met a few years ago in Kansas City when you were such big news in the suffragette movement.
It was a few years back, Mr. Clyburn. It's nice seeing you again.
Miss Dixon, you feel Tombstone is ripe for the suffragette movement?
I wouldn't know. I'm no longer with the organization. I'll be dealing faro at the Oriental. Good day, Mr. Clyburn.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. The name Julie Dixon appeared on the register of the Cosmopolitan Hotel.
Room 17, Miss Dixon.
Thank you. Do you have a Sam Dixon registered here?
No, ma'am, we don't.
Recently?
Well, I can't be expected to keep everybody's name in mind. We have a fast turnover here in Tombstone.
Could I look at the register for the past few weeks?
Well, we're not supposed to, Miss, what about my money?
I don't recall saying it was yours.
Richie Farrell, owner of the Oriental, had struck it rich with his lady faro dealer.
Hello, Richie. Hello, Hollister. You got a hankering to join Richie Farrell's faro game, too?
Oh, no, thank you. You're smoking those expensive cigars again.
Thanks to our new dealer.
Betting's closed. 10 not part of the action. 8 loses, 4 wins.
Business hasn't been so good since Big Nose Kate went through here in 81.
Where'd you find her?
Miss up?
Belle. You ought to know better than that. Can't have you drinking alone. It's bad for business. These new entertainers are mighty independent.
4 not part of the action.
Oh, I found Julie over in Tucson, working for Billy Bennett. She found out I was running a table here, asked me for a job. Good idea, Hollister?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she can take care of herself.
6 loses, 9 wins.
I just don't figure it, Clay. She was one of the drivingest suffragettes of them all, and that's going some of those gals.
Yeah, well, Richie just told me that when he found her, she was dealing in Tucson.
What would make a woman change so completely?
How about money? That changes a lot of things.
6 of hearts, 6 of spades, king of spades.
Well, now, I finally beat the lady. Little short there, ain't you, lady? It's 4 to 1 when you call the turn.
Not on a cat hop.
Cat hop? I don't know nothing about cat hop.
A cat hop is when 2 of the last 3 cards are paired. Calling a turn in that situation pays 2 to 1. You'll find it in the rules on page 47.
She's a natural-born dealer, Harris. She got ice water in her veins.
She's a cool one, all right. Must kill a woman of her background to make her live in this way. Take a good look, Clay. You can't say that's a happy woman.
It's about time for those cards to start going the other way, isn't it?
Surely you're well enough acquainted with Faro to know it's a game of pure chance. Luck isn't with you.
That's just what I mean. It's about time luck started coming my way.
Top card is 8 not part of the action. Jack loses. 5 wins.
5-1, lady.
You were on the 5 to lose. Your bet was coppered.
You accusing me of cheating?
Yes, I am. Take your money back. You're no longer in the game.
What's going on?
The lady accused me of cheating.
Look in his left hand. You'll find the token he tried to sneak off the deck.
There you are, ma'am. No need for the gun.
You vamoose. If I see you in here again, I'll have you thrown in jail. Take a rest, Julie. All right, get things back to normal.
Oh, Miss Dixon. You handled yourself like a veteran.
One of the first things a dealer learns is to be on guard.
And the same goes for sheriff. Should you ever need one, my name's Clay Hollister.
Thank you.
Julie.
Excuse me.
Sure. I'm sorry about that blow-up, Julie. Of course, you must expect some rough ones once in a while.
I know, Mr. Farrell.
Well, she can use a friend, Clay. She's out of her element.
You looking for someone?
Has a Sam Dixon been in here recently?
Your man?
My brother. I think you'd know him if he came in. He drinks a lot, gambles even more.
No, I don't remember anyone by that name.
Well, better freshen up and get back to work.
Belle Winters had been around. She knew men. She also knew what was troubling Julie Dixon.
I brought you a relaxer.
I don't drink.
What are you doing?
Looking for a name.
If you're still fooling around with that crazy notion of yours, it's about time you had a drink.
You sure you haven't seen Sam around town lately?
What makes you think you'll find him in Tombstone?
He was heading this way from Tucson.
The sprees he gets on, it's a wonder he didn't end up in China.
Then I'll just have to keep going until I do find him. I'll come face to face with him one day if it takes the rest of my life.
You know something? I really think you mean it.
Why do you think I took this up? Because I like it. I hate every minute of it, but I'd do anything to find him.
Tom Scott was just a man. It's only been 6 months. You'll get over it.
Not in 6 months or in 6 lifetimes.
You had quite a thing for Scott, didn't you? You know, what makes you think he was any different from any other man? Men, I think your brother did you a favor by killing him.
I intend to return the favor.
September 15, 1883. Julie Dixon became a familiar figure at the stage depot. Now, you see what I mean? She's met every stage and she's come to Tombstone.
Well, maybe she figures like I do. Sooner or later, everybody comes here.
She's looking for somebody, that's for sure. I wonder who.
Oh, come on, you worry too much.
Somebody or something changed her.
Ah, the Oriental. That other place didn't look too bad to me. Come on. Let's get back on the other side of town, Dixon. What's the matter with you?
Nothing, except I'm loaded with pay and burning to take a crack at them tables.
You ought not do that, Sam. That's a fancy place in there. Somebody might recognize you.
Who's gonna recognize me around these parts? Come on, I feel lucky.
You always feel lucky.
September 16, 1883.
Mail was in. A few circulars.
Thank you, Lee.
Could I speak to you, Sheriff Hollister?
Oh, Julie, what can I do for you?
Well, I need your help.
Yes? Lee.
I know a lot of people are wondering how a suffragette becomes a faro dealer. It's unusual, I guess, but I thought it was the best way to find my brother.
Is he a dealer, too?
No, I wish he were. He's always on the other side of the table. Gambling's an obsession with him, but... Well, he is a good man. And since my father died about 6 months ago, he's all I have left.
You haven't seen him since?
No, he never did like to stay in one place for too long.
Just what is it you want me to do, Julie?
Find him. If I could just talk to him, I'm sure he'd listen to me. Maybe he'd settle down, make a life for himself. My father left us a little money.
You must love him very much.
I do. He just got started off on the wrong foot.
I'm afraid I'd never heard of a Sam Dixon in Tombstone.
I know Tombstone attracts a lot of gamblers. I thought at last I'd find him here.
What kind of work does he do?
Oh, he can do most anything. I have a picture of him. He's had a lot of experience riding herd.
May I keep this? I'll ask around.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. If you should see him, I hope you'll keep it a secret. Sam's the independent sort. He wouldn't like to think of his sister taking care of him.
I understand.
Isn't that the lady faro dealer?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a woman is she?
Kind that doesn't belong in Tombstone.
Clay Hollister told me of Julie's visit to his office. He found himself pledged to helping the girl find a brother, and also committed to turning him over to the authorities in Silver City, where Sam Dixon has shot and killed a man over a card game.
You know anything else about Julie?
Nothing. Like all suffragettes, her background was respectable and dull, as far as I could tell. What do you think you'll do?
I don't know yet.
Well, maybe her brother isn't even in Tombstone.
Maybe. If he is, the best thing I can do is find him and get him out of here fast before she finds out about it. And I better start looking.
I'll keep this out of the paper.
Thanks.
Trail herding was a likely job for a man avoiding the law. Clay Hollister checked the ranches and camps outside Tombstone. He learned that Jim Kenny had been hiring trail hands for the past 3 weeks. The morning of September 17.
Oh, Jim?
Howdy, Clay. What brings you out here?
Looking for a man. This one. Does he work for you?
I don't ask any questions of a man as long as he does his work with the herd.
Come on, does he work for you?
I'd rather not say.
Well, it doesn't make much difference. I'll find him anyway.
Trail hands won't like me for this.
They won't know, Jim.
Well, what's he done?
He killed a man in Silver City, Jim. Where is he?
Good afternoon's ride from here. They'll be bedding down at the southern foot of the Dragoon Mountains.
Much obliged.
Why, thank me. I didn't help you none.
That's right.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Is Sheriff Hollister in?
No, I'm afraid he won't be back before tomorrow morning. Is there anything I can do for you? He's gone out to pick up that man on the poster.
I'll talk to Mr. Hollister tomorrow. Thank you.
The night of September 17. Clay Hollister approached the trail camp at the foot of the Dragoon Mountains.
There's a rider coming up the trail. Maybe a lawman looking for somebody.
A lawman?
Yeah, I thought I saw his badge flash in the moonlight. Anybody in trouble around here, they better hightail it.
You get out of sight, Sam. We'll try to stop him.
Thanks, Will.
Howdy, Sheriff. What brings you up here?
Looking for Sam Dixon. I understand he's riding with you, fella.
Somebody sent you out riding for nothing, Sheriff. We don't know no Sam Dixon, do we?
Nope. Are you the only lookout?
That's right, I'm the only one.
Where's Dixon?
Now, look, Sheriff, you doubting my word? I told you, we don't know no Sam Dixon.
How come there are 3 bedrolls and only 2 men?
Oh, now, looky here. If you...
All right. First man that follows me gets shot.
We got a long ride, boy. It's up to you whether you make it back in one piece or not.
September 18, 1883. I had to assume Clay Hollister would return with Sam Dixon. All I could do was try to keep Julie out of the way.
Morning, Mr. Claiborne.
Morning, Fred.
Looking for someone?
Yeah, Miss Dixon.
She left a little while ago. Didn't even have breakfast.
You know where she went?
No idea.
Oh, thanks, Fred.
Morning, Mr. Clyburn.
Well, hello, Miss Dixon. You, waiting for Clay?
Yes.
Well, now, you know, he won't be back till much later on today. I was just over at the hotel looking for you. I thought maybe if you hadn't had breakfast yet, you'd give me the pleasure.
Not today, Mr. Clyburn.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
Don't go through the door, Mr. Clyburn. I'll be forced to kill you. I mean it. Move away from the door. Been waiting a long time for this.
Oh, Julia.
Drop the gun, Sheriff. Told you I'd catch up with you, Sam.
Look, Julia.
I said drop it. I'll shoot the first man who tries to stop me.
Ain't no use, Sheriff. This is between me and my sister. Go on, Julie. Kill me. If that's what you're planning to do.
Now, hold on, Julie.
He's wanted for murder in Silver City.
He's wanted for murder right here.
He wasn't any good for you, Julie.
Stop it. Who are you to judge him? What have you ever done that's been worthwhile? You're crude, you're weak and spineless. You always have been. Tom was a man who...
Julie, I can afford to tell the truth. They're hanging me in Silver City. So it don't make no difference what you do. Sure, I killed him. I killed him for you, Julie.
For me?
For you. I was hoping you wouldn't end up like Belle. That's right, Belle Winters. He did the same thing to her as he would have done to you.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sam.
She was a nice girl once, till he got his corrupting hands on her. And you see what she is.
If what you say is true, that was a long time ago, before I met Tom. A man doesn't stay bad.
Some don't, maybe. But not Tom Scott. He was uptown and downtown at the same time.
What do you mean?
I mean he was seeing Belle again while he was going with you. I'm in a position to know, Julie. I'm downtown, remember?
I don't believe you.
Look, Julie, I saw them together. It was the same as seeing how you'd end up. So we got in a fight, and I killed him. And that's why I killed him. For your own good, Julie.
Oh.
Well, at least I told you. You can believe what you want. But like I said, I'll be hanging in a week. I might not be if I hadn't run from my first killing.
Get his gun, Sam.
Thank you, Julie. Much obliged for the favor. You hold him here. Give me plenty of time to ride.
Well, what about me? They'll bring charges against me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't worry about that, Julie. You've had lots of time to learn all the tricks. Just do a little smiling at the judge and you'll get off in no time. Faro dealer. Sure had you pegged all wrong, sister. You're as bad as Belle.
There'll be 2 charges, Julie. Aiding and abetting, murder.
Well, I can at least testify for your past character. You might get off, if that's any help.
It isn't.
That's the way it happened. In the town too tough to die.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
Reckless, and the miners themselves, strong family men who had emigrated from the old country. It often meant conflict.
Been all morning on the road from Charleston. I got a lot bigger thirst than them daisies.
Well, you mustn't get down.
I always like to meet a lady halfway. With them pretty blue eyes. That hits the spot. I'll take it in for you.
No, thank you.
Why don't you just sit a while on that nice shady porch with me?
No, please give it.
I'll settle for a hug and a kiss.
Lisa. Into the house, Lisa. Off with you now, quick.
You know, I never figured that
Cornish miner would have a daughter that pretty?
I set off with ye.
No man handles me like that, miner. You know who I am? No good cowboy scum. Now, you better apologize or get yourself a gun.
I have no gun. And you're mighty young and reckless to be owning of one yourself.
Don't come any closer, mister. I'll shoot. Now, don't you force me to shoot.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
Warning you, miner. Come on, miner, get up.
The matter's under control, Sheriff. That's the ruffian's weapon.
Now, what's going on?
He was molesting my daughter.
You're a liar. Since when's it a crime to talk to a gal?
You had hold of Lisa. I saw you from the window.
Get her out here and ask her if you don't believe me.
She'll speak her piece in court, not here on a public street. Inside, Lisa.
Mr. Carew. Are you having trouble, sir?
Do I understand that you're going to bring charges? You do.
What's going on?
I'm taking this saloon loafer to court for molesting Lisa, for threatening my life with a revolver, and for disturbing the peace. And not one word of that in that paper of yours, do you hear?
The epitaph will publish whatever it sees fit.
If I was a fighting man, I'd like a couple of moments with him.
You're not a fighting man, Johnny. Brawling in the streets is precisely what I'm making an example of him for. Draw up your charges, Sheriff Hollister. I'll be down in an hour to sign them.
Billy.
Lisa. You're not without fault, Lisa. Had you not loitered with that cowboy, he would have not have taken liberties.
Sin to talk to a man? To be a good neighbor? Is it right that I should be cooped up in this house all day, allowed only to talk to Cornish men and women? This is America, Papa. Women are not slaves here. They're allowed to marry men of their own choice, not ones their fathers picked out for them.
That's enough, Lisa. Go to your room.
Please, sir.
To your room.
The afternoon of May 12, 1880.
Hi, Clay.
Oh, Frank.
Frank? Get me out of here, Frank.
That's what I'm here for, Billy. Put your hat on. What are you trying to do, Clay? Set an example of us boys from Charleston?
No, Frank. Billy just made a pass to the wrong girl. Daughter of old man Carew, mining superintendent of $1 million.
No need to suspicion of bail bond, Clay. Signed and sealed by Judge Casey, paid for and delivered by Frank McLeod.
Mm-hmm. Let's not try to settle this out of court, Billy.
Well, now, Clay, you know me better than that. I wouldn't start any trouble.
Yeah.
Thanks a heap, friend. You go out and get yourself in trouble real soon so I can return the favor. My hardware, Sheriff.
Oh, since you're not going to be starting any trouble, you won't need it.
Now, wait a minute. What if that old man goes in a prod for me again? Or somebody else starts something?
Jump behind the bar and grab a bottle.
Funny.
Come on, Billy. If you got need of a gun, you won't have trouble scaring one up.
You get through this trial a free man and come back and pick up your 44 on your way to Charleston.
Okay, Clay. But if I get plugged in croak, it's going to be your fault. And I'll come back and haunt you. She was out there just a sprinkling the daisies, as pretty as you please.
Hey, Billy, somebody outside wants a word with you.
With me?
You're Bashful Billy Clanton, ain't you?
Did you give her a name?
I didn't ask.
Must be Rosie.
Hey, see if you can fix me up with that girlfriend of yours from Benson.
Over here, sir.
What are you doing here?
I had to talk to you.
Look, lady, I don't want any more trouble.
I run off from home.
Oh, no, that's just fine.
You will help me, won't you?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, you stood up to my pa, didn't you?
Well, now, wait a minute. You're getting this all wrong, ma'am.
You said you wanted to sit on the porch with me. You said you wanted to kiss me.
Shucks, ma'am, I was just talk. I was just sparking around.
You didn't mean it?
Need any help, Billy? What's nothing, Frank. I'll be right in.
Afraid I'm going to beat your time, Billy boy?
I said it was nothing, Frank.
Hey, this is her.
Yeah, now beat it.
What's she doing here?
None of your business.
Why, Billy boy, this sounds serious.
Look, Frank, don't push me too far.
Okay, Billy, I'm sorry. Okay.
I can see what you done. He's my best friend. You're nothing but trouble. Good girls are nothing but trouble. Now get this straight, ma'am. I can't help you none, so just stay away from me, you understand? Just stay away!
Midnight. Sheriff Hollister had planned to catch a few winks before his late rounds. That's what he had planned.
I'm glad you're here. I was so frightened.
All right, what's the trouble?
I thought he liked me,
You thought who liked you?
Billy Clanton.
What's going on between the two of you?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I was just foolish and stupid. I left home. I've just got to get away, that's all.
Now, running away doesn't help anything.
Well, I'm not going to marry Johnny Custer.
Well, you don't have to marry him if you don't want to.
It's not that easy. See, Mama died when I was little. Papa never would talk about her. I don't know why. Well, he's been the only one to tell me what to do. And he won't allow me to know anybody except Cornish people. I mean, no American girls who go to dances and socials and laugh out loud, bold as you please. Don't you see?
Yeah, everybody gets lonely sometimes.
And now I've been promised to Johnny Custer, just like they do in the old country. Is that the way it's supposed to be for a woman in America? For me?
Everything will look better in the morning. Come on, I'll walk you home.
I'm not going home. I told you that. I just can't stand it with Papa anymore. I'm a human being, and a woman has got to have some rights.
All right. You gonna stay with friends?
I don't have any friends that aren't Papa's friends.
Well, then where are you gonna stay?
Here.
Oh, you can't stay here.
Well, I could stay in there.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a jail, not a rooming house.
Well, where am I going to stay?
Well,
I just didn't know anybody else to come to except you. You're the sheriff.
The morning of May 13, 1880. Johnny Custer was a troubled young man.
Lisa's run off, Sheriff. Bed wasn't slept in all night. Old Carew's fit to be tied.
Now, take it easy, Johnny. Have some?
Thank you, no. I know it don't mean much to you, Sheriff, but I'm fond of Lisa.
I wouldn't want anything to happen to her.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're so concerned about her, seeing that you two are engaged.
How'd you know that?
She told me last night. But I also got the impression that she's, well, not too fond of you.
Where is she?
I'm not sure that you're the man to know.
This is family, Mr. Hollister. You've no right to meddle.
Now, you listen to me, John. Frightened girl came in here last night looking for protection. I'm not about to throw her to the wolves, even if her father is one of them.
Understand this, Mr. Hollister. Lisa's happiness is my only concern.
All right, Lisa, come on in. Miss Carew spent the night at the Palace Hotel, courtesy of the sheriff's office.
I'm not going home, John. I'll do anything, but I'm not going.
Well, what you do now, Lisa's between you and your pa. But there's something else. Something you told Mr. Hollister that's between you and me.
Well, now, look, I'm not very good at peacemaking, but
answer me straightly. Did you run away because I asked your pa for you to marry me?
Yes.
Don't you like me, Lisa?
Oh, it isn't that. I like you, John.
Well, what is it then?
Well, it's just that you were always Papa's friend. You seem like my uncle. I mean, like my brother. You never even looked at me. You never once told me that you liked me.
Well, then I'm telling you now. I like you. I can't ever think about a woman, but it's you that I'm thinking of. I want you for my wife.
You're just saying that to get me to come home.
No, I swear what I'm telling you is the truth. Come now. I'll take you home to your pa.
No. I have to be sure. If I went home now, I'd never be sure of you, or of myself, or of anything.
He's a good man, Lisa. He's solid, kind.
It's just not the way I heard it was supposed to be.
What is it that you want?
I want to be wanted. Is there anything so wrong in that? I want to be courted and desired. I want men to look at me the way they look at other girls. The way that cowboy looked at me yesterday. I'm sorry. I guess you think I'm shameless.
No, you just got set down in the wrong town. You wait here. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Billy, want a word with you.
Don't let him buffalo you.
I was just picking my teeth, Sheriff. I wasn't even thinking mischief.
What's this between you and Miss Carew?
Who?
Lisa Carew. You know what I'm talking about.
Why, nothing, Sheriff. I never laid eyes on her until yesterday.
Pretty powerful eyes, if you ask me. You're giving her notions.
Notions? Like what?
Like getting married.
You just right for marriage. Now, hold on a minute, Clay. You got the wrong man. I don't go much for barnyard hens. I like my chicks wild and gamey.
Marriage would do you good. Might tame you down before you got that fool head blown off. Oh, Mr. Carew, you looking for me?
I see you, Hollister. You and this barroom stew bum with your heads together.
There's no place to talk.
I don't want words with you. I want my daughter. I believe you and this cowboy know where she is.
Look, you buzzard, I've had just about as much out of you as I can take.
Don't be yelling at me, you scum. I'll settle with you in court.
That's it. That's enough. Billy, you and Frank go inside. You better go home, Mr. Carew.
Where's my daughter, Hollister?
In my office?
In your office, eh?
Under protective custody.
And is that where she spent the night, Sheriff Hollister? Under your custody?
Why, you evil-minded old man. Come on. We're going to settle this right now.
With pleasure, Sheriff.
Well, you don't carry a gun. What am I supposed to do?
There's many ways, Billy, if you got a mind for it.
Well, I got a mind. Just don't see how.
Drink up, friend. You want to get the picture real clear.
I get the picture. Real clear.
Lisa, I've come to take you home. For the last time, will you or will you not come home with me?
I'll not marry John, Papa. I'll not.
After last night, I doubt if he'd want to marry you. Come.
No.
Do you know what would happen to you in the old country? You'd be driven from the house and never permitted to return. I'm giving you this second chance, your last chance. Are you coming?
I've always been good, Papa, and obedient. Don't you care what I want? Don't you care about me?
Care about you? The only thing I have in this world? Come home, Lisa.
I'm afraid to go home. Afraid not to.
What?
I'm afraid I'd end up hating you.
Hating me. Lisa, I will tell you something about your mother.
Excuse me.
You remember your mother, Lisa?
Yes, a little bit.
She was like you, pretty, restless, headstrong. But she never died like I always told you she did. She left me. Ran off with a seafaring man with a handsome face and a sun-browned skin and a swagger to his walk. A young man like your cowboy, Lisa. Yes, I have been strict with you. But I wanted to raise you so you wouldn't turn out like her. Maybe that's where I was wrong. If I have made a mistake, I pray the good Lord will forgive me.
I'm going to go home, Sheriff.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Yes, I want to.
About the cowboy, Sheriff Hollister, I think I better drop the charges. I'm glad.
I'm sorry to have been such a bother, really. Thank you.
Hey, how about my bottle? Oh, excuse me.
You sure get the picture real clear?
Mr. Carew.
Wait here, Lisa.
I'd like a public apology, sir, in front of my friends.
Well, I'm not pressing charges against you, young man. I hope that will satisfy you.
It does not, sir. You linked my name in a scandalous fashion with your daughter. And I'm not about to sink so low as to have truck with minors. Or minors' daughters. This time, old man, I'm gonna kill you. Better go get yourself a gun.
I've never used a gun in my life, but I'd like to get my fingers around your living throat.
You better learn how to use one quick.
Let him alone. You're drunk, and he's an old man.
Off the battlefield, Miner, or make your fight mine.
Johnny, take Lisa home.
I'll not be leaving you for dead, Mr. Carew.
Pick up the gun, old man.
No, Papa.
Keep her there, Johnny.
I'm giving you more than a fair chance, old man. I'm going to wait until you point the gun at me before I draw. Now go ahead and pick it up.
Clay, come on. Come on running.
No, Papa.
I had hopes for you, Billy. But you're nothing but a worthless troublemaker. You almost killed a man. If you ever make trouble in Tombstone again, I'll stop you again. So help me, I'll stop you good.
Oh, you all right, John?
It hurts, but I live.
Oh, John, I'm sorry. But I'm sure of a lot of things now. A lot of things that I wasn't before.
May 20, 1880. An important event was about to take place in the Carew home.
So, folk, we're late.
I gotta wear a tie. Oh, I'm all duded up. How does it feel to be best man at a wedding?
Too close for comfort?
Funny, wasn't it?
What's it?
Lisa couldn't even see Johnny until he picked up that gun, and all of a sudden, he's her kind of man.
Oh, what women do, I don't even try to reason out. Next time I go to be a peacemaker between a man and his woman, grab me a hold of the coattails, will you?
You better get down to Rosie's place, Clay. She just took a shot at her new man.
Oh! Have you forgotten already?
Is he hurt bad?
No, just a scratch. But he's holed up in the Baptist church and don't dast to come out.
You tell him to stay there until after Johnny Coster's wedding is over. How's that?
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
Hello, can I help you?
You Miss Nellie Cashman?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm a friend of Bill Doolin's, and he told me his wife Katie was staying here. I got a message for her.
Well, Bill can tell her himself. He'll be in on the 1 o'clock stage in just a few minutes.
Well, that's part of the message, man. Bill ain't gonna be on it.
Why? Has something happened?
No, there's just a little delay. He'll be in on a later stage.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell her.
Well, the rest of the message is kind of personal, ma'am, and Bill, he wanted me to tell her that part of it myself, personally.
It's number 7, just down the hall. Harris, you were eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm.
For the news, of course.
Oh, of course.
Well, at least you're honest. Bill. You're not Bill.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
Early afternoon, July 29, 1886. Hello, Clay.
Oh, Harris. What can I do for the mighty epitaph today?
Well, I'm doing a story on Bill Doolan. Thought you might like to make a statement for me.
All right. Bill Doolan's welcome.
That all?
That's it.
Well, I hope you can spare it. Look, you're the one who sent him off to jail, Clay.
Well, look, Harris, I've got nothing against Bill. He's done his 5 years, he's clean, and he's welcome. When I see him, I'll let him know. But if you're really hurting for a story, why don't you talk to Mr. Willison?
Mr. Willison?
He's the federal attorney who's going to prosecute Ab Clinton for murder.
Oh, I've done that story to death, Clay. Everything about it, including the fact that you're the chief witness against Ab. It's old stuff. No offense to you, Mr. Willison.
What's the matter, Harris? Things too dull for you? Me, I like 'em that way.
Well, there's the 1 o'clock stage.
Come on!
Mrs. Doolan here?
Well, you must be Bill Doolan. Hello, I'm so glad to know you. Katie's spoken of you so often.
Is she here?
Well, no, she isn't. I think she left with that friend of yours, the man who brought the message that you wouldn't be on the 1 o'clock stage.
I was on the stage and I sent no message.
Doolan.
You better come with me, Doolan.
What do you want?
Ain't nothing I want. If you want to see your wife again, you better come with me.
That afternoon, Bill Doolan was taken to a shack, a short ride from Tombstone. So you're Doolan.
That's right.
We've got your wife.
Oh, she's safe.
Who are you?
Clinton is the name. This is my boy Joe. I've got another boy named Ab. He's in jail in Tombstone.
I don't see as how this has anything to do with me.
My boy Ab is up on a murder charge. They say he killed a man. Oh, he did it. But he isn't going to hang. They've only got one witness, the sheriff. And if he doesn't get to court, they've got no case. I want you to see that the sheriff doesn't testify.
I'm not doing your dirty work.
Maybe I didn't make it clear. It'll be your wife or the sheriff, one or the other.
Why me? Why not him?
This is a job for a man, not a boy.
What do you mean? I can take care of that sheriff.
Have you seen those graves out on Boot Hill? A lot of them are filled with men that thought they were better than the sheriff.
Well, I don't care nothing about that.
You'll do as I say. You were right, Mr. Doolin. A man ought to do his dirty work himself. But I've got one boy up for murder and the other itching for a kill. If this isn't done right, they'll both be dead. Killed or hanged. I don't like what I'm doing, but I see no other way. And when this is done, I'm going to take my boys back home to Chicago. I don't like it, Doolin, but this is the way it's got to be.
Where is Katie?
Put away. Safe. You get the sheriff. You'll get her back.
I got no reason to kill Hollister.
Sent you away, didn't he? You came back to get him. Nobody's going to blame you if it's a fair draw. It's got to be the way I say. Your wife or the sheriff.
You want it done?
Now.
If anything happens to Katie, I'll get you. And him.
Doolin had his orders. In Tombstone, the grim stage was set.
Hi, Bill. What's Doolin up to?
Bill, welcome back to Tombstone.
Hollister, you're a crawbelly coward. Hiding behind a badge.
You gonna take that? Or are you gonna be man enough to try to do something about it?
Well, what's eating on you, Bill?
Draw your gun, Hollister.
Oh, now, hold on.
Make your play.
No. You're not pushing me into a gunfight.
Bill, no! You've got to think of Katie. This isn't going to do any good.
You've got 24 hours to get out of Tombstone.
You ever see a quicker draw than that?
The morning of July 30. The epitaph had already gone to press. Bill Doolin is welcome in Tombstone, says Sheriff Hollister. Makes a fine story, doesn't it? You welcome a gunman and he turns around and tries to kill you. The town's concerned. I think you ought to make a statement.
I already made one. It still stands.
Are you serious?
I am.
Well, it doesn't make sense.
No,
Clay.
it doesn't, Harris, and that's what worries me. Why does Bill Doolin want to kill me?
I don't know. The point is he does. The other point is, what are you going to do about it?
Try to find out why.
The people are scared, Clay, and I don't blame them. They need reassurance from you.
Such as what?
Such as what? A man embittered by 5 years in prison tries to kill you. A sensible man would simply put him in jail where he belongs.
Well, I'll do that if it's necessary, but I'm not ready yet. Something about this just doesn't add up.
You're a stubborn mule.
Mule, huh? Print that and I'll sue you for libel.
I might just win.
When I tell told Bill about the stranger, all he said was that he had never sent a message to Katie.
Well, do you know who the stranger was?
No, I never saw him before in my life. And the funny thing is that Katie never came to pick any clothes up.
Did Katie talk much about Bill?
All the time.
Did you get the impression that he was bitter?
No. As a matter of fact, she showed me one of his letters once. In it, he said how glad he was that the old life was over with and how happy he was to be starting a new one.
Yeah, but to the best of your knowledge, did he hold a grudge against me?
No. Well, Katie never said anything, but Clay, I'm sure he didn't.
He said that they had plans for a new life. Do you know what they were?
Katie had bought a few acres out by Willow Creek. When Bill came back, he was going to farm it and eventually get a few head of cattle. There was nothing on that property but a little old shack.
Thanks for all the help.
Be careful, Clay. Bill is fast.
Yeah, we know that, don't we?
From a storage room above Allen Street, the Clintons kept a close check on Clay Hollister.
Take it easy.
Sheriff ain't packing his gun. How come?
That way, maybe he thinks Doolin won't shoot him.
Hollister seems about to visit Doolin. You circle around, beat him there.
I got something else to do.
Get moving. Get at it. Hello, Bill. I've come for an explanation.
You got till sunset to get out of town.
What are you trying to prove?
The deadline's sunset.
Look, I rode out here without a gun because
you knew I wouldn't shoot a man that was unarmed.
Because I want you to see that we haven't got any differences. Why do you want to shoot me?
I got no choice. It's Katie's life or yours. I got no choice.
Noon, July 30, 1886. The sheriff's authority had been challenged. Fear began to snake its way through the people of Tombstone. If Clay Hollister couldn't stop the threat of a gunman, what chance did the people have? Things are out of hand, Clay. You've got no choice. You've got to jail Doolin. You've just got to. Living 5 years with a grudge must have twisted his mind.
Oh, he's not twisted, Harris. You don't understand. He said something about my life or Katie's.
Well, I'm trying to understand. I'm especially trying to understand you.
Hello, Clay. Did you want to see me?
Yeah.
Hello, Harris.
That stranger that came to see Katie, did he look like a Clinton?
Well, I don't know the Clintons.
What about you, Harris? Could that have been Ab's brother?
Well, he didn't look like Ab.
I think there was a brother.
Wait a minute. Seems to me...
Seems to you what?
That Ab Clinton threw a big party, a sort of a family reunion. Sure he did. 3 years ago. Even had a picture taken at Ebel's studio on Tough Nut Street. I'm going to check the epitaph files.
We'll meet you at Ebel's.
You gotta excuse me, Sheriff, but it's been almost 3 years. These files get sloppy.
The picture, Sam.
Man, you'd think it was a matter of life and death.
It is. The picture.
There it is. The Clinton party.
That's the man who brought the message to Katie.
Name is Joseph Clinton.
Here it is. I found it. Present at the party honoring Ab Clinton was his brother Joseph, who hails from Phoenix. Also present was his father William Clinton, who came all the way from Chicago, where he figures prominently on the wheat exchange in that city.
Yeah, that's old man Clinton.
The Clintons have Katie.
You'd better arrest the father and Joe. Start a posse searching.
No, by the time you got to Katie, she'd be dead. The Clintons have you very neatly trapped.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to have another talk with Doolin.
Look, I'm a friend of Katie's. Maybe I...
No.
Oh, what about me? I'll go. But what'll I say to Doolin?
We'll have to figure that out.
I tried to tell him. He wouldn't listen.
I like Bill.
I'll try again. Whiskey.
Joe has Katie in a room looking down on the street. If you don't get Hollister, she'll never leave that room. If you kill him, get on your horse and ride out to the shack. Half an hour later, we'll put Katie on a horse and send her after you. Let's go.
As soon as I finish my drink.
What were you talking about?
He tried to sell me a subscription to the Epitaph.
The afternoon of July 30, 1886. 24 hours had passed. It was obvious Clay Hollister was not leaving Tombstone.
Did you speak to Bill?
I talked to him, but I don't know what he'll do.
You can't gun a sheriff and get away with it, Bill.
Draw.
You got no reason.
Draw!
Bring him to my house.
Now you just keep your mouth shut and you'll see your husband.
Here, put him on the table. Take this gun. Somebody go and get a doctor, quickly. Thank you very much. We can manage now.
Boy, he is fast.
I'm glad he listened and missed.
Yeah.
Hey, Hollister, do you mean to say that you planned this whole thing with Bill Doolin?
Clay.
Well, it looks that way.
Clay, they've got Katie upstairs above the barber shop.
It's my part of the deal.
Katie?
Mm-hmm.
to see me, Clay?
Yeah, Billy, I want you to sign a complaint.
Against who?
Father of the Clinton boys. Walker, bring in Mr. Clinton.
What happens to the old man now?
Conspiracy to commit murder, kidnapping, a life sentence for sure. Take off your hat. Can you identify him as the man who plotted the whole thing?
I've been to jail. I can't be responsible for putting a man behind bars, no matter what he's trying to do to me.
Maybe it doesn't matter. He's got a conscience.
Old man Clinton went home without his sons. Tombstone never saw him again.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone.
I don't want any trouble. So just sit easy. You won't get hurt.
If this is a holdup, you're in for a big disappointment.
A few minutes of your time. That's all I want.
Considering the circumstances, I guess I'm in no position to refuse. Maybe you better sit down.
All the best people are wearing them these days. It's the latest fashion at the Yuma prison.
Vince Hopper.
Changed some. Not for the better. Lost a few pounds. 5 years of my life. And a lot of faith in humanity.
Why'd you come to me, Vince?
You've got to help me. I didn't kill Frank Carney.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The morning of June 19, 1885.
Sheriff Hollister?
That's right.
I'm Dan Kirby, captain of the prison guard at Yuma.
Oh, good to meet you, Kirby. You kind of strayed off your stamping ground, haven't you?
If you're saying I'd rather be home eating breakfast, you're right. Ed and me's been in the saddle for 10 hours.
Well, I don't guess this is a social call, then.
We're hunting one of your former citizens, Vince Harper.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Murdered a man named Frank Carney about 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember. That was just before I got here. He got a life sentence, didn't he?
The jailbird got tired of being locked up. Broke out 4 days ago.
And you think he might be in this area?
Tracked him to Tucson. He was headed this way.
Well, maybe there's some truth in that old story about a killer always returning to the scene of his crime.
I don't know about that. But I'll catch up with him. You can bet on it.
You sound pretty sure of yourself.
I ain't lost a man so far. Some run fast, some run slow. But I always catch up with them. One way or another, they all go back to Yuma.
What's that supposed to mean?
The prison gives me $50 for every prisoner I bring back alive. If they resist and I have to kill them, I get an extra 50 for my trouble. You'd be surprised how many men would rather resist than go back to a nice, safe cell.
Well, from what I've heard of your little jail, I can't blame them.
They've broken the law, and that means they've got to pay for it.
I'll keep an eye out for Harper.
Telegraph me. I'll be checking the border area around Naco.
Be glad to.
Appreciate your cooperation, Sheriff. Let's get moving, Ed.
Morning, Harris.
Oh, Clay.
Kind of early in the day for you to have your nose stuck in such a big book, isn't it?
These are the court records of the Vince Harper trial.
Yeah, I know. I was just over to the courthouse looking for them. Seth Adams told me you'd borrowed them.
Yeah, well, I wanted to brush up on the case a little. His escape is news.
How'd you hear about that so fast?
Well, I've got my sources, too. I never did believe Harper was guilty. And the more I study these court records, the more I'm sure of it.
Well, the judge and jury disagreed with you.
Well, mistakes have been made before. Any particular reason you want to see those, Clay?
Yeah, there's a fellow by the name of Dan Kirby. He's captain of the Yuma Guards here looking for him.
Oh, what happens if you find him?
I'll turn him over to Kirby. Thought these records might help me locate him. Find out who his friends were.
Well, Vince had a lot of friends. He was a well-liked man.
Until he started drinking. That made him belligerent, aggressive.
Oh, that's true.
Got him into a lot of fights.
Well, in my opinion, that still doesn't add up to murder.
Well, I don't know much about the trial. What was the murder all about?
A fight. He and his partner had a fight over the Oriental. Had to be separated.
Yeah, it says here that later on the Dickersons found Harper standing over Carney's body with a gun in his hand.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, now, look, Harris, you know better than I do. You can go back and check the records of any trial and find reason to believe a man's guilty or innocent. But this one, I don't know.
You ever seen the inside of Yuma prison, Clay?
No.
A row of black caves, complete with iron doors and chains. Must be bad enough for a guilty man. But for an innocent one.
Well, I'm willing to give anybody the benefit of the doubt. This time I agree with the verdict.
All the evidence didn't come out at the trial, Clay. There was a missing witness. A dance hall girl named Laura Coleman. She could prove that Harper didn't kill Carney. He couldn't have. She had his gun. Harper gave her his gun.
Where'd you get that information?
I could have gotten it out of there.
Oh, Mr. Clyburn, something I can do for you?
I need a little information. Do you remember a girl named Laura Coleman? Used to work here about 5 years ago.
Nope, can't say that I do. Walton High may be able to help you, though.
Laura Coleman? Sure, I remember her. Pretty girl, as I recall. Left town, several years ago.
Do you know where she went?
No.
Hard telling. A girl like that don't generally leave a forwarding address.
No, I guess not.
Oh, that guard from Yuma was in. Any news yet on the whereabouts of Harper, Mr. Clyburn?
No. Seems to be quite a mystery, doesn't it?
Don't imagine it can happen quick enough for Walton Howie. It was mainly their testimony that convicted him.
A man under oath's got to speak the truth, you know. Howie and me just did what we had to. We found him standing over the body with a gun in his hand.
What I don't understand is why he came back here in the first place.
Hard to say. Seems to me if he was guilty, this would be the last place he'd show up.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just a thought.
Well, Harper don't scare me none. Would me. 5 years in prison can warp a man's thinking. No telling what he has on his mind.
Could be he escaped prison to get revenge. Seems to me the fight started over a poker game. Do you remember who else besides Harper was in the game with Carney the night of the murder?
Oh, let's see. There was Lou Knowlton, Mike Craig, and Howie and Walt. Yeah, Walt was one of the big losers.
I guess it was kind of lucky Vince Harper got caught so quick. Otherwise, you two might have had some tall explaining to do.
You got a big mouth, Editor. If you don't keep it closed, I'll earmark you. Just like one of my steers.
Now, you don't want to get into any more trouble.
What do you mean, more trouble?
Give me a bottle of whiskey.
Yes, sir.
Oh, put it in the sack, will you?
Anything you say, Mr. Clavern.
Good day, gentlemen.
Oh, Mr. Clyburn, I appreciate your business.
The night of June 19, 1885.
I was a fool to come back. Should have headed for Mexico.
And remained a fugitive for the rest of your life.
I'll die before I go back to Yuma. I'm not going back.
With that new information you've given me about Laura Coleman, we got something to work on.
I know I gave her the gun. I know it, I know it!
I think you've had enough for tonight, Vince.
Not near enough.
Look, Vince, I'm trying to help you.
It's too late. 5 years too late. I should have thought about Laura at the time of the trial.
Well, if you hadn't been drinking so heavily the night of the murder, you'd have remembered what happened. Seems to me you'd have learned a lesson. Now, that's enough for tonight.
Now, wait a minute, Harris.
You wait a minute.
Nobody tells me.
It's a dangerous thing I'm trying to do for you. You came to me for help, and I think you're innocent. But don't go giving me a bad time.
Sorry. I guess that got me into enough trouble. But I needed it tonight, Harris. After Yuma, I needed it.
In here, quick. I'll be right with you. Oh, Harris. Well, hey, glad you dropped by. Come on in.
Thanks. Well, what's the matter? Business so bad that you've taken to drink?
Is there anything in particular you want to see me about, Clay?
Yeah, I wanted to get some more information about that missing witness, Laura. All right, Harris, what's going on?
Well...
Now, stop playing around and tell me the truth.
I have nothing to tell you, Clay.
Well, let's talk about Vince Harper.
All right, what do you want to know?
He hasn't been found yet. I got an idea that somebody is shielding him. No matter what the reason, that's still harboring a criminal.
Clay, we've known each other a long time. Long enough to trust each other.
Yeah, I thought so, too. Looks like I was wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong about Harper. Just this once, as a favor to me, forget what you know.
I'm sorry you asked that.
I'll be personally responsible. Just give me a little time to uncover some facts.
Where is he, Harris?
Clay, he's innocent. I know he is. Give me just 1 day to find out.
You've turned up some new evidence?
Yes, I think I have. And if I can find Laura Coleman, she can prove that Harper didn't kill Connie.
It's kind of late in the day to be pulling witnesses out of the hat, isn't it?
Vince was drunk that night. At the trial, he couldn't remember what happened. But he knows now. He knows he couldn't have killed Carney because he gave Laura Coleman his gun. Give me just a little time to find her.
I'm sorry, Harris. I've got a job to do.
Well, I've got a job to do, too. A newspaper has a duty to fight injustice and stand up for people who have no one else to turn to. Vince will die before he goes back to Yuma prison. Give me 1 day. 1 day to find out what happened to that girl. Where is Dan Kirby?
He's in Naco.
But it'll take 24 hours for you to notify him and for him to get back. Give me those 24 hours, Clay. I'll vouch for Vince. I give you my word.
You better be right, Harris.
During the next 24 hours, I tried desperately to get a line on Laura Coleman. I questioned a number of the townspeople, but nobody knew of her whereabouts. She seemed to have vanished. The night of June 20, 1885. The 24 hours had passed. Come in.
Time's up, Harris. I've got to take him into custody.
Clay, give me just a little more time.
We made a bargain, remember?
Vince? Vince?
All right, where is he?
I don't know. He can't have gone far. I was talking with him just a few minutes
ago. If he
ago.
gets away, I'm going to have to bring charges against you.
You don't think I planned this, do you?
Did you?
June 21, 1885. Dan Kirby had returned to Tombstone to pick up his prisoner.
A convicted killer, and you let him walk the streets. What kind of a lawman are you?
You've gone too far, Hollister. People won't stand still for this. You can bet on it.
I'm responsible for that. I needed time to find a missing witness.
I spend a week trailing a killer, and you let him go loose?
I think you spent a week trailing an innocent man.
Innocent? Every cutthroat in prison claims he's innocent.
All right, you're wasting time. Harper couldn't have gone far. Let's go get him.
I've had enough out of you, Hollister. From now on, I'll handle this myself.
Well, what happened to you?
A fella jumped me just outside of town. Took my horse and gun.
What'd he look like?
Tall, thin, no hat, and a wild look in his eyes.
That's Harper, all right. Which direction did he head?
South, toward the border.
All right, Harris, you got any more suggestions?
Clay,
I'm in quite a hole, Mr. Editor, and so are you.
Clay, I'm sorry about this, but I still don't think that Vince...
You didn't think he'd run out either.
You better go have a doctor look at that.
Mr. Claiborne?
Yes? Something I can do for you?
I'd say it was the other way around. I'm Mrs. Andrews.
Mrs. Andrews?
Laura Coleman. Is something wrong?
No. It's just not every day I come back to my office and find the answer to a prayer.
I'd hardly say I was that. I read about Vince in the newspaper in Tucson. I just couldn't live with myself any longer, that's all.
Well, that doesn't concern us now.
I let a man go to prison because I was afraid for my own life.
Well, you're here now. That's what counts. Come on inside. Mrs. Andrews, Vince Harper claims that on the night of the murder, he gave you his gun.
That's right. He was drinking and unreasonable. When he left the Oriental, I followed him out and I made him give it to me.
Well, did he come back later and get it?
No.
Miss Andrews, what did happen to the gun?
Walt and Howie Dickerson took it from me. They said they'd give it back to him later.
Well, that's it. Now we've got something to go on. First thing we'll do is see the sheriff and tell him your story. And then we'll pay a little visit to the Dickersons.
Couldn't you do that without me?
Miss Andrews, Vince Harper has spent 5 years of his life in prison for a crime he didn't commit. I can understand your fear, but you should have come forward at the trial.
I was afraid to testify at the trial. The morning after the murder, I received a note with $100 in it. All it said was, "Leave town, or we'll kill you."
Well, nothing's going to happen to you now. But if we don't find Vince Harper, he may be a dead man. 2 guards from Yuma Prison are tracking him down right now, and if he resists, they'll kill him. Come with me.
One thing. Why did you finally come back to Tombstone after all this time? Conscience?
That had something to do with it, not all.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I'm married now. I have a home, a lovely daughter. All the things I never thought I could have. My husband doesn't know about my past. And for 5 years, I've been afraid that someone would recognize me and tell him. Now I want to tell him myself. First, I have to help Vince. He's been in prison because of me.
Lee, have you seen the Dickersons?
An hour ago, they were in the Oriental.
Let's go to the Oriental.
Hello, Walt. Howie. Don't you remember me?
I thought you had more sense than to come back here.
You scared me out of town once. It won't happen again.
That's where you're wrong. Maybe we ought to take a little walk and talk this out. Don't you think so, Howie?
A fine idea. Take your hands off the lady, Howie.
This ain't your business, Hollister.
I'm making it my business. You're both under arrest.
For what?
Murder of Frank Carney.
You're loco. Everybody knows Vince Harper killed him.
Everybody but Laura.
Whatever she told you is a lie.
Sure it is. Nobody believe a cheap dance hall girl.
Vince couldn't have done it, and you know it. You had his gun.
Well, I guess there's enough new evidence to reopen the case.
You're not locking me up, Hollister.
That's up to you, Howie.
Take him, Howie.
Hold it, Walt.
Well, there's one Dickerson won't be going to jail. Now, we better find Vince before Kirby does.
I'll take care of things here.
Well, which way now?
I don't know, but it better be the right one. That Kirby's trigger happy. He wants that double pay.
Hope that's not what I think it is.
Hold your fire. Get out.
Stay out of this, Hollister. I don't want to lose him this time.
Harper's innocent. We've got proof.
Now, look, I don't want any more interference. I'm going to take him the way he's asking. Dead.
You can't kill an innocent man. Give me a chance to talk to him.
That might be dangerous, Harris. You might think it's a trap.
Vince knows me and trusts me. He'll believe me.
You'll get a bullet for your trouble.
Harris! Vince! It's me, Harris. I want to talk to you. You won't need that gun anymore, Vince. Give it to me.
I'm not going back, Harris. I'd rather die here than at Yuma.
You don't have to go back, Vince. Laura Coleman showed up. She's identified the real killers.
Don't you come any closer, Harris.
Howie Dickerson is dead. The sheriff has Walt Dickerson in a cell right now.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Have I ever lied to you, Vince? You'll just have to trust me. It's all right, Clay. I convinced him. June 24, 1885. After one of the shortest trials in Tombstone history, Walt Dickerson was on his way to Yuma Prison.
I got a different man, but at least I won't be going back empty-handed.
You got the right man.
Well, I'm not the type to say I told you so, but I did.
All right, Harris.
I'm kind of glad to be leaving Tombstone. You fellas run your town mighty peculiar.
Well, is one of the Dickersons going back to serve out Vince Harper's term?
Yuma Prison. I wonder if the one on Boot Hill isn't better off.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone Territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone Territory.
মজা হয়েছে?
অসাধারণ হয়েছে। এই এ মেয়ে কি করে?
ওই তুই ওরে দেখ চমকাই উঠছিস কেলা? ওর নাম লাইলি আর আজকে সব ওই রান্না করছে।
কি?
হ্যাঁ আম্মা জান, আমার পোলা কথা কইছিলাম না?
ইস, এরকম জঘন্য রান্না আমি জিন্দেগি দেখাই নাই।
আমি তো পারতাছি।
সমস্যা না, আপনার বাসার সামনে না, আমি আগে দিতেছি, চলেন।
তুমি কেঠা মা? আমি তো চিন্তা পারতেছি না কোনখানে বাসা।
আমার সামনে মহল্লা বাসা। আমার নাম লাইলি।
ও লাইলি, তুমি কি আমার চিনো?
জি না খালাম্মা, আসলে আপনি তো আমার মায়ের বয়সী, বুঝছেন না? তা আমার মা যদি এরকম বাজারে ব্যাগ টানতো আমি তো দিতাম না, আমি লয়ে নিতাম।
ও আচ্ছা।
খালাম্মা আপনার কোনো পোলা মায়া নাই?
আছে তো, আমার একমাত্র পোলা আছে।
তো চ্যাংড়া পোলা থাকতে আপনার বাজারে যেতে হয় গেলা?
তুমি যে কি কও, তুমি কিন্তু খুব ভালো কথা কইছো। আমি আসলে বাসায় দিকে তো মাঝে মাঝে নিজে হাট বাজার করি। তা আম্মা জান, তুমি কেমনে জানলা আমার পোলা চ্যাংড়া?
ও, আপনার বয়স দেখে আন্দাজ করছি আর কি, আপনার পোলা চ্যাংড়াই হবো। এইটা আপনার বাচ্চা?
হ্যাঁ, এই যে আইসা পড়ছে, আমার বাসা আইসা পড়ছে। চাও, তুমি এত কষ্ট করছো, একটু চা পানি খিলাও।
না না, আজকে না, খালাম আরেকদিন আসুন।
আচ্ছা,
আপনি নিশ্চয়ই কষ্ট পাইছেন তাই না? কষ্ট পাইলে মানে আপনি কইছেন আমারে, আমি যদি না যাই তাহলে তো খারাপ দেখে। তো আজকে যেতে দিলে
চলো। আচ্ছা বাজান,
বাহ,
কি আম্মা জান?
আপনার বাসা
খালামা খুব সুন্দর আপনার বাসা।
ও আমি তো ভাবতেছিলাম তুমি আমার ছেলের কথা কইতেছো। মাশাআল্লাহ আমার ছেলে সুন্দর আছে না?
আছে আর কি, ওই আছে।
আচ্ছা আম্মা জান, তুমি কি খাইবা? তোমার কি পছন্দ?
আপনার পোলাই কি পছন্দ করে?
ও তো যা পায় তাই খায়।
যা পায় তাই খায়, তার অবশ্য দেখে বোঝা যায়।
কিছু কইতেছো?
না খালাম্মা, কিছু কইতেছি না, মানে কইতে চাইছি যে সবার তো একটা প্রিয় খাদ্য থাকে, তারটা কি?
হ আছে তো, গরুর গোশত। গরুর গোশত পাইলে তো মাথায় ঠিক থাকে না, খুবই পছন্দের।
আচ্ছা কইতেছেন, আমারও গরুর গোশত খুব পছন্দ।
ঠিক আছে আম্মা জান, তুমি বসো, গরুর গোশতে রান্না করবো, দুপুরে সাথে মিলে একসাথে খামু।
আরে আমি এখানে একা একা বসে কি করবো খালাম্মা, আমি যাই আপনারে সাহায্য করি একটু।
মাশাআল্লাহ কি লক্ষ্মী মাইয়া, আসো আসো।
মা মাংস যা হয়েছে না,
মজা হয়েছে?
অসাধারণ হয়েছে। এই এ মেয়ে কি করে?
ওই তুই ওরে দেখ চমকাই উঠছিস কেলা? ওর নাম লাইলি, আর আজকে সব ওই রান্না করছে।
কি?
হ্যাঁ আম্মা জান, আমার পোলা কথা কইছিলাম না?
এরকম জঘন্য রান্না আমি জিন্দেগি দেখাই নাই।
কি কইতাছস? একটু কি কইলি অসাধারণ, এখন কইতাছস ফালতু। মাথা গেছে নাকি?
খালাম্মা আমার মনে হয় গরমে মাথা গিলু গইলা গেছে গা।
এই মেয়ে, তোমার সাহস তো কম না, তুমি এনে কেন আসছো?
খালাম্মা আপনার সামনে আমরা ধমকাইতেছে।
ওই তুই ওরে ধমকাস কেলা? হ্যাঁ ও আইছে তো কি হইছে? তোর কোনো সমস্যা আছে? ও জানোস না আজকে আমার এই রান্না বান্না কত সাহায্য করছে?
জানতে চাই না, ওরা এখনই বাড়ি থেকে বাইরে যেতে বলো।
কি কইতাছস? এত কিছু কষ্ট করে রান্না করে মাইটা না খাইয়ে চলে যাবো?
ও যদি এখান থেকে না যায় আমি বাইরে যাবো এখন।
খালাম্মা তোর মাথা নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে গা, আমি বরং আজকে যাই, আপনি থাকেন খান, আমি আরেকদিন এসে খামুনি।
আমার জান তুই এটা কি করলি? মা এটা খালি মুখে বিতে দিলি?
তুমি ওরে চিনো না মা, খুব ডেঞ্জারাস।
আমার চিনার দরকার নেই, তুই বেশি করে খা।
তোর খামুই না।
Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không mày chuẩn? Mày chuẩn. 15 mắc chưa vậy? Ê từ phong tỏa. Chỉ định. Perfect. One guy perfect landing. Xoay đều, xoay đều. Xoay đều, xoay đều, xoay đều. Mày tí cắm lòng đất. Đây à, còn nữa không? Cắm lòng đất. Đây là đi vào đây coi cắm lòng đất rồi. Cái cũng được. Có 2 để kiếm đi bớt. Wow. Wow. Các cái đồ à? Wow. Mạnh quá không hết đồ. Chuẩn chỉ không? Cho thread này. What the hell? Tụi lối thầy. À tụi uống được. Lối này. Hai mươi lăm củ à? Đây 10 lần là 200 củ ấy. Wow. Mày 145, 54 55 à? Như bài quyển cho thầy mà. Nhanh điết. Vừa nhanh. Các bạn là gấp tiếp theo ngay lập tức. Thần dừng không? Ôi, xin lỗi Kim Cương à?
শুনেন কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে?
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটা দায় আপনার উপর পড়বো।
ওই দিনকা তোরে হাত খরচের লেগা 5,000 টাকা দিয়েছিলাম। আবার টাকা টাকা কি গাছে ধরে?
আব্বা জান আপনি তো কত টাকাই কামান, 5,000 টাকা দিলে আপনার কি হয়? আমি আপনার একমাত্র আমার মাইয়া, তো আমার পিছনে খরচ করবেন না কার পিছনে করবেন? আমার একটা কুর্তি পছন্দ হয়েছে, ওই কুর্তি আমি কিনতে চাই।
কুর্তি মূর্তি লেহেঙ্গা ওড়না এসব দিয়ে তো ঘর বইরে গেছে, হাঁটুনের বি জায়গা নাই। মন চায় তোর এগুলা নাইজেরিয়া বুলগেরিয়া আর উগান্ডায় পাঠাইয়া দে। আচ্ছা এত কিছু কিনার দরকার নাকি?
কি করতেছেন আব্বা? একটা শখ করছি, শখের দাম লাখ টাকা। শখ যদি না মিটে তাহলে এই জীবন রেখা লাভ কি? আপনি যদি আমার টাকা না দিচ্ছেন তাহলে কিন্তু আমি কয়ে দিলাম ব্লেড দিয়ে হাত কেটে নাম লেখা ফেলাম।
আচ্ছা ব্লেড দিয়ে এই কুর্তির লেগে হাত কাটানোর দরকার নাই। আমি বাইরে যাওয়ানোর সময় তোরে টাকা দিয়ে যাবো।
থ্যাংক ইউ আব্বা।
আচ্ছা লাইলি, তুমি এরকম প্রতিদিন কোনো পড়াই কমপ্লিট করছো না, আমি কিন্তু তোমাকে আর পড়াতে আসবো না।
আসেন না, আপনারা ক্যাথাই কইছে আইতে, আমি কইছি
শেষ পর্যন্ত তোমার বাবার কাছে আমাকে কমপ্লেন করতে হবে।
আপনি আমার বাপের কাছে কমপ্লেন করবেন?
পড়াশোনা করছো না, বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবো না? অবশ্যই করবো।
ঠিক আছে, আপনি যান, আপনি আমার বাপের কাছে কমপ্লেন করেন, এদিকে আমি ব্লেড দিয়ে হাত কেটে আপনার হাতের নাম লেখা রাখবো এখান দিয়ে।
কি বলতে চলেছ? দেখো এইবার না হয় আমি তোমার বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবো না, কিন্তু তুমি যদি পরীক্ষায় ডাব্বা মারো তাহলে তো আবার আমি শেষ। ও তুমি
ডরাইছেন?
ডরাবো কেন? মাগের এরকম আটকা মায়া মনের সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই। আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ, বললে আইসো শেষবার মতো চুল দাঁড়িয়ে আশ্রয় আসতে।
শুনেন কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে?
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটা দায় আপনার উপর পড়বো। সরেন।
আরে ভাই নাম লিখবা মানে? কি মুসিবতে বললাম, জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই। কি সমস্যা? যাইতে দিছো না কেন?
সমস্যা আমার না আপনার। আপনি মানুষ না খুনি? মানে বুঝেন না? কালকে কি করছেন? কাচির লগে কি মিলাচ্ছেন? পেট খারাপের ওষুধ।
দেখো এখন কিন্তু বাড়াবাড়ি হইতেছে। তোমরা কাচ্চি খাইতে চাইছো, আমি খাওয়াইছি ব্যাস। কারণ কারো যদি পেট পাতলা হয়ে যায়, কেউ যদি হজম করতে না পারে, সেটা তো তার সমস্যা, আমার না।
বাড়াবাড়ি আমরা করছি না আপনারা করছেন? মানে ইচ্ছে করে আপনারা খান নাই কালকে, তাই না? যাতে আমার লগে প্রতিশোধ নিতে পারেন।
আর যদি নিতে চাই সেটা কি দোষ? 3 বার ঘুরি চ্যাম্পিয়ন আমি, তোমার কারণে আমার হারতে হয়েছে।
হারছেন তো কি হচ্ছে? মাঝে মাঝে কিছু জিতবার লাগা কিছু হারতে হয়।
এই তোমার কাছে হাইরা আমি কি জিতছি? হ্যাঁ
আমারে জিতছেন, আমার মন জিতছেন।
এই দেখো তুমি আমার আবার কোনো কিছু তো ফাঁসে দিচ্ছ, আমি বুঝছি। এইসব ফান্দে আমি পা দিতেছি না, প্লিজ।
আমি আপনারে ফাঁসাই নাই, আপনি আমারে ফাঁসাইছেন। আমি তো আপনার প্রেমে পড়ে গেছি ফিরি মাস্টার। আপনি আমার মারবেন, মারেন, কাটতেও ফেলান, কিন্তু আমি আপনার ভালোবাসি, এটাই সায়েন্স।
হ্যাঁ, এর জন্যই তো সায়েন্সে মারো ডাব্বা।
যতই অপমান করেন, শাদি তো আপনার আমার লগেই হইব।
তোমার মতো মেয়ের সাথে শাদি দূরে থাক, প্রেম পর্যন্ত করতে রাজি নাই আমি। হ্যাঁ, আর এইসব ব্লেড ফেড দিয়ে কোনো কাজ হবে না, আমি ভয় পাই না আর।
দেখবো চন্দ্র তুমি কি করো।
Cảnh vệ này, 3 cảnh vệ rồi, 4 cảnh vệ, cảnh vệ 2 luôn, còn biết thử xem ra cái gì á. Có cảnh vệ à? Ui, bài này đánh as cảnh vệ nhở, hóa cung xanh à, được phết. As cảnh vệ nó thì lướt này, cảnh vệ rồi. Đánh chung bài 4 tranh. Cảnh vệ as cảnh vệ thì sẽ là phần đâu rồi? What the hell? Cắt lin đâu? Đây. Đây. Thôi cái này sao mình nhớ mà, kệ đi. Cứ cho cảnh vệ vào đã. Bùi gỡ, để bùi gỡ. Rồi, vừa đủ, vừa đẹp. Cung xanh này, vô cực rồi. Cung xanh vô cực với cả cuồng đao à? Dấu có cuồng đao, xít quá. Chắc là chìm quá rồi, chắc thế. 82 máu à? Trốn nhỉ? Sẽ một chút trốn đấy. Mình sẽ lái cái này trước. Ok. Tốc độ cao đét. Ok được rồi. Cảnh vậy à? Có nhà đánh sự danh hóa này, nó đấy át à? Chưa ai cái quả át à? Cái đánh lắc à? Này cũng không phải thôi, không ai át được. Lụ. San mà gì xin ra chơi nắp tổ xin ra tạm đi. Xin la ra tỷ đấu sĩ này mình mà đánh thì nhầm trở thành đấu sĩ tiếp và ra 1 tỷ đấy. Đấu sĩ ạ, quỷ đéo chịu được mà anh đã stop rồi, có thấy không? Anh nhầm tí nó xóa, ha ha. Tí thầy nhót này mà bình tĩnh tự tin và tự tin.
মন্টুর বাসা ফাঁকা, খালি বাসা, পুরা খালি, খাওয়া দাওয়া নাই। তুমি আর আমি,
শুধু তুমি আর আমি,
একা
একা।
কত বড় সাহস তোর, হ্যাঁ? তুই সাহস পাইলি কিভাবে আমার নিয়ে খালি বাসায় যাবি? বাসায় আমার কথা বলো, বিয়ের কথা বলো, সিরিয়াস হও।
তুমি তো জানো আমার বাসার অবস্থা কি। এমন ভাই যেন পৃথিবীতে কারো ফ্যামিলি যেন না জন্মায়। মানে ওর জন্য আমি কিছুই হচ্ছে না, ও ফেল করে আর বিয়েটা হচ্ছে না, ফেল করতেছে আর হচ্ছে বিয়ে পিছাইতেছে, কিন্তু আমার লাইফটা কোথায় যাইতেছে সেটা তো কেউ চিন্তা করতেছে না। ও তো সেই ব্যাপারে কোনো টেনশনই নাই। আমি যে তোমাকে কত ভালোবাসি এটা কি ওকে আমি বলতে বুঝাইতে পারতেছি বলো? হ্যাঁ, আরে কি হয়েছে?
না, আমি আর বসে থাকতে পারবো না। এতক্ষণ ধরে রিকশায় বসে থেকে আমার ব্যাক পেন করতেছে।
কোথায় দেখি?
দেখতে হবে না, আমি আর
আশ্চর্য ব্যাপার, তোমার ব্যাক পেন হয়েছে তুমি আমাকে পার্সোনালি বলবা, সেই জায়গায় তুমি রিকশাওয়ালার সামনে বলছো, ব্যাপারটা কেমন না? তো কি হয়েছে দেখি?
দেখতে হবে না, আমি বাসায় যাবো, আমার বাসার সামনে দিয়ে আসো।
বাসায় যাওয়া মানে কি? আমরা বের হয়েছি কতক্ষণ বেবি? আমরা অল্প কতক্ষণ হয়েছে, মাত্র 2 ঘন্টা হয়েছে আমরা বের হয়েছি। আজকে আমরা সারাদিন ঘুরবো, খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো, তারপর হচ্ছে মন্টুদের বাসায় যাব, তারপরে আমরা যা হওয়ার তা করবো, মানে বাসায় যাবো আর কি। আবার
মন্টুর বাসায় কেন?
ও ওই যে আসলে হয়েছে কি ওই যে মন্টুদের ম্যাচের মধ্যে আজকে বিরাট আয়োজনে খাওয়া দাওয়ার ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে বুঝছো, আমাকে বললো যে তুই আসিস, এখন আমি তো একা যেতে পারি না, তুমি ছাড়া আমি কীভাবে যাবো বলো।
তাই তো খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো, আর কি করবো?
তারপর ধরো ওই যে মানে একটু বসলাম, আড্ডা দিলাম, গল্প করলাম, থাকে না এই আর কি।
হ্যাঁ, খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো, আড্ডা দিব, বিশ্রাম নিব। বাট তুমি আমাকে কি বলছিলা জানো?
কি?
মন্টুরা ট্যুরে গেছে বান্দরবন, তোমারও যাওয়ার কথা ছিল, কিন্তু যেহেতু তুমি আমার সাথে দেখা করবা, আমাদের একটা ডেটের প্ল্যান হয়েছে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই তুমি যাইতে পারো নাই। এখন আমরা মন্টুর বাসায় দাওয়াতটা বুঝলাম
না, বলছিলাম না আসলে মানে আমি না ভুলে যাই সব কিছু বুঝছো, মানে তুমি সামনে থাকার পর না আমি সব কিছু আউলে যাই, মনে থাকে না আর কি। হ্যাঁ, আর তুমিও পিছলাই যাও। হ্যাঁ না না কিছু বলি না, কি বলবো, কিন্তু মানে ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে কি আমার না একটা জিনিস নিয়ে খুব মন খারাপ হচ্ছে, মানে স্ট্রবেরিটার কথা শুনে না খুব মন খারাপ হতেছে।
কি
মানে মানে স্ট্রবেরি, যে
স্ট্রবেরি কি
চকলেট, মানে তোমার জন্য চকলেট বলতে ললিপপ, তোমার জন্য দুটো মানে স্ট্রবেরি ফ্লেভারের চকলেট আনছিলাম, তো ওগুলোর কথা না খুব মনে পড়ছিল। মানে ওয়েলকাম।
শোনো, এসব ভাওতাবাজি বাদ দিয়ে কাজের কাজ করো, বাসায় আমার কথা বলো, বিয়ের কথা বলো, সিরিয়াস হও।
তুমি তো জানো আমার বাসার অবস্থা কি, এমন ভাই যেন পৃথিবীতে কারো ফ্যামিলি যেন না জন্মায়, মানে ওর জন্য আমি কিছুই হচ্ছে না, ও ফেল করে আর বিয়েটা হচ্ছে না, ফেল করতেছে আর হচ্ছে বিয়ে পিছাইতেছে, কিন্তু আমার লাইফটা কোথায় যাইতেছে সেটা তো কেউ চিন্তা করতেছে না, ও তো সেই ব্যাপারে কোনো টেনশনই নাই। আমি যে তোমাকে কত ভালোবাসি এটা কি ওকে আমি বলতে বুঝাইতে পারতেছি বলো? হ্যাঁ,
অনেক প্রবলেম না?
খুব প্রবলেম।
আমার কাছে একটা সলিউশন আছে।
কি সলিউশন?
চলো আমরা পালাই বিয়ে করে ফেলি। দেখো, তোমার বাসায় প্রবলেম আছে, আমার বাসায় অনেক প্রবলেম আছে, বাট আই এম সিরিয়াস। এসব বাসার প্রবলেম এত পাত্তা দিলে চলবে না, পালাই বিয়ে করে ফেলি।
বেবি, তোমাকে আমি এই কারণে এত লাভ করি, তোমার ইন্টেলেকচুয়াল হাইট এত বেশি যে কোন দিন জানি তোমার সাথে থাকতে থাকতে আমার হাইটটাও 6 গিয়ে পৌঁছে যাবে।
6 কি? ফিট, ইঞ্চ নাকি সেন্টিমিটার?
না না, ফিটই তো, ফিট।
ও, মন্টু বাসায় নেই তাই না?
না না, বাসায় নাই তো।
তাহলে মন্টুর বাসায় আমরা যাবো কিভাবে?
কারণ চাবি আছে তো আমার পকেটে।
চাবি?
হ্যাঁ।
মন্টুর বাসা ফাঁকা, খালি বাসা,
পুরা খালি,
খাওয়া দাওয়া নাই, তুমি আর আমি,
শুধু তুমি আর আমি,
একা
একা।
কত বড় সাহস তোর! হ্যাঁ, তুই সাহস পাইলি কিভাবে আমার নিয়ে খালি বাসায় যাবি? তুই কি মনে করছস আমাকে বলবি যে চলো আমরা খালি বাসায় যাই, তোর সাথে আমি ফুরফুর করে চলে যাব?
ঠিক আছে, না গেলে তো আর কিছু করার নাই।
পিছলাইতেছ না? আসলে তুমি না আমাকে নিয়ে সিরিয়াস কিনা আমি সেটাই বুঝি না। আমি বাসায় একা একাই যাচ্ছি, আর তোরে ললিপপ তুই খা খা খা।
বেবি, বেবি ললিপপ।
May mắn rồi nè, điện từ bao nhiêu quay được người thôi, phải có may mắn cơ mới thích lâu lâu. Mình gọi là khỏe phết đùa. Không có Guardian Cherry mà vẫn hold Guardian à? Yeah. Thực sự là cầu nguyện không vậy? Thực sự là cầu nguyện ra Guardian không? Cái thằng lái xe này. Lái xe bay rồi, xe bay nhưng mà vẫn cần bánh. Sự nhón không? Nhón đó, mày nhón không? Ui Galio rồi, what the hell. Ui nói ở kia thì không có tập chơi Galio rồi, để Galio ngoài chưa cần lắm. Cũng xịn đấy, nhưng mà thiếu xe lát, nhận được xe lát nữa là xong. Perfect tiếp à? Thêm nữa không? One more. Ê, 135 xuống 126 rồi, đồ reset. One more này. One ai không được. One more. Không one more à? Quả đấy, đây, để one more. Two more. Hai Sibasikira. Nope. mày bay 54 à, thực sự là 5 củ ấy nên là 50%. Quay đều cái gì đấy, không skip được quên mất. Có thể về qua kia thì bay thì kiếm tiền bớt quá mạnh. Ra một tuổi mà rồi lên qua 4 cứ chỉ qua 4 cho tôi vậy, chôn tôi à. Vẫn thắng à. Sự bay tỷ vong. Anh ác quỷ rồi, hóa ác quỷ rồi. Từ ngày em đi anh hóa thành ác quỷ Ride a Car Simulator. 22 củ à. Anh sẽ bay được tầm 400 củ, 450 thì mới lên cấp tiếp theo được. Sợ bình chi linh ấy. Nhanh mà nhẹ, ui bay nhanh đét, tốc độ sự là vua. Tốc độ sự là vua ấy, tốc độ sử dụng một đẳng cấp Pro VIP. Chuẩn không vậy. Thắng là không vậy. Rồi còn mỗi con cho gát sẽ làm chi. Còn mỗi cho gát làm chi. Cho gát 2 mũ thích nghi à. Làm chi. Ui thổi đau phết, đùa. Ê nó thắng được cái cút đấy. Ê nó thổi chết Zone này. Không chết được. Có 2 cái mũ kia đéo chết được. 2 mũ đấy chỉ là kích thêm sát thương phép. Xong rồi. Quả chém mới là của mình rồi, chắn luôn. Đi chợ 100 máu bốc lửa. Đồ Zone này cái cục đấy sự xịn không. Bàn là chắn à. Đồ cổ này 15% hút báo chủ sở đồng minh được đấy. Cái ui mất lắc rồi. Còn những con cục vàng. Lấy một cục vàng đi. Rồi trở lại cái này. Ha sorry. Mày bay cao, một lần bay được tầm 40 triệu.
চোখ বন্ধ করলে তুমি যে কি করবে আমি জানি না।
কি বলো, কি করব?
জানি আমি।
বন্ধ করো না, চোখ বন্ধ করো।
সত্যি কিছু করবে না তো?
100%।
ঠিক আছে, করলাম।
Will you marry me?
মোবাইল, নতুন মোবাইল, আল্লাহ করছো কি তুমি? থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
কে?
স্যার কুরিয়ার।
দাঁড়াও।
ওরা তো বাসায় কেউ নেই, তুমি টেবিলের উপর রেখে দিয়ে যেতে পারবে?
জি স্যার, অবশ্যই স্যার। স্যার রিসিট স্যার, সই লাগবে স্যার একটা।
কলম দাও। কলম।
স্যার বাইক থেকে নামার পরে স্যার কলমটা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না স্যার। স্যার একটা কলম হবে?
দাঁড়াও।
জি। যেহেতু আমার লোন দেওয়ার মতো লোকের অভাব, তাই আমি প্রথম পদ্ধতিটাই বেছে নিলাম। নিজের জন্য নয়, এই জীবনে প্রথম আমি চুরি করলাম। যে আমার মন চুরি করেছে তার জন্য, মালার জন্য।
ঠিকানাটা কি আছে ওখানে?
জি স্যার।
ঠিকানা
স্যার আলেকজান্দ্রিয়া, ইজিপ্ট, মিশর থেকে আসছে স্যার।
ও মিশর। মিশর তো দারুণ একটা জায়গা, বিশেষ করে অ্যান্টিক্সের জন্য। আমি যতবার গেছি মিশরে ততবারই আমি কিছু না কিছু নিয়ে এসছি সেখান থেকে।
স্যার আজকে আসি স্যার।
হ্যাঁ
আজকে আসি স্যার, একটা ডেলিভারি আছে তো।
ও আচ্ছা,
স্যার।
অন্ধপুরের ঘড়ি বিক্রির টাকায় মালার জন্য একটা ভালো মোবাইল কিনে ফেললাম। ফলে বাকি চুরির জিনিসপত্র নিয়ে আমি মোটেও ভাবিত ছিলাম না। মালা,
আজকেও দেরি করে আসছো, প্রত্যেক দিন তুমি দেরি করো, কি সমস্যা তোমার?
তুমি না বলো যে আমার মধ্যে একটা নায়ক নায়ক ভাব? দেখো না সিনেমায় নায়ক দেরি করে ফেলে, নায়িকা অপেক্ষা করে থাকে। আচ্ছা সরি 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 সরি। মন খারাপ করো কেন? তোমার জন্য একটা জিনিস আনছি, বলো কি আনছি।
কি জিনিস দাও? কি আনছো দাও না।
না না না, তুমি একটু চিন্তা করে দেখো কি আনছি।
এত চিন্তা করতে পারবো না তো।
বলো, মাথাটা একটু খাটাও।
আরে কি ঘোড়া ডিম নিয়ে আসছো, দাও না দাও।
আচ্ছা তাহলে চোখ বন্ধ করো।
চোখ বন্ধ করলে তুমি যে কি করবে আমি জানি না।
কি বলো, কি করব?
জানি জানি আমি।
বন্ধ করো না, চোখ বন্ধ করো।
সত্যি কিছু করবে না তো?
100%।
ঠিক আছে, করলাম।
Will you marry me?
মোবাইল, নতুন মোবাইল, লাখ করছো কি তুমি? থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। আমার একটা ফোন কি দরকার ছিল জান, তুমি এটা কি করছো? ধর ধর ধর।
ভালো হয়েছে না? ভালো হয়েছে না? দেখো, বলছিলাম না, তোমার কথা দিছিলাম না, ছবি তুলে দেখো।
হ্যাঁ ছবি তো তুলবই, দাঁড়াও। নতুন মোবাইলের প্রথম ছবি তোমার সাথে। আসো।
Ôi, quần này quỷ nhờ. Nèo số gắt. Phải không? Bùi lục. Tao thật ở đầu đấy. Qua đi, con yêu cháu về, cần em qua đây. Sự. Hai. Này. Làm con đây đó, cần hai này. Hai rồi. Cần đôi chặt. Đây đó hai đồ xịt, đôi chặt. Cần đôi. Rồi sẽ bét cũng bay trời. Mèo bay. Nhớ là muốn tiền nào 2% hóa ra này thành rất là các bạn ơi, cho tôi không phải tấm mất 70 kg và 92 và 20 và 3 mà không not distance interaction justification đeo đây Nguyễn Hoàng Long chụp ảnh với cả Tờ Linh. Tôi qua ý này sốt của một cơm. Thật cơm. Làm gì đây nữa? Rồi quá. thôi. Chưa 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 chưa. Rồi viết gì chúc cái Tuấn. Tao bữa nay sẵn à, có là Tuấn Bảo. Bú cái gì cơ? Mày bú cái gì? Tao đâu có ra quân cảnh vậy, thậm chí một lúc vui ơi, nếu sao thua mỗi giao lính á, tao đâu thắng hết. Anh cần một nhân khác. Làm một người khác. Quay góc làm việc đi, quay góc làm việc. Về đây rồi. Đấy, ta quay là đây là cái máy mà bố quay YouTube. Bố quay, đây là cái máy tao quay YouTube với cặp màn hình, các kiểu giới thiệu hết. Như quảng cáo. 7/6 chưa đâu. Nguyễn Nga sang tiếng Anh, Nga xong 2 nghề mà. Nó bảo là ở trong ấy rồi, ở ngoài trong season này quả nó cho mấy quả trứng này. Đâu? Hôm anh mở trứng nó xong rồi, mở trứng không biết tại sao xong rồi. Không biết lắp cái gì luôn, để thì đồ này nếu lắp rồi là Tạ Huynh Vũ một lúc. Phải chưa? Không nhớ à? Vì vậy một lúc lui mấy cái xa sự quỷ đấy đấm. Thế được rồi, thôi cho thầy bú với. Đầu quá. Có lấy cái đéo trong mày không vậy? Anh nhớ biết đánh cái gì luôn đấy. Chán quá để đánh cái gì. Ôi vui tập hả? Ok mà lùi ơi. Sao nào qua đây nhìn mày đi về thật giống quá. Check. Giờ anh đi về thật dừng này, thôi cô xoay bài. Không bước lui. Tao đánh chán quá rồi, tại đây mới đánh cái gì giờ ra con muốn tiền đánh con đấy mà. Giờ tao đợi tao có nháp thôi xong rồi tao có gì đánh con đấy, đánh cái bài đấy. Đây quan của bài rồi đánh cái ấy luôn. Tượng kinh ấy nhưng mà cút. Đặc biệt là lỗi huy hiệu thần rừng không. Đúng rồi, để chơi rồi lốc bằng một thứ. Nhưng mà ngôn ngữ không phải tiếng Việt. Mình đang nói cả về liên quan chiếu chiếu sinh lý, thực ra là đang nói ví dụ lốc mày không biết thôi. Còn không có cái mũ của thủy yếu đéo chịu rồi được 2 chết. Cái thằng này quen nhỉ, chắc trước đây phải không, phải không được nuôi phải không? Kinh phải kinh vậy chào. Thật ra thần dừng để xây bài ấy. À chuẩn không? Chị Na ai không có chị Na đâu à. Đi tù mày, đi tù, đi tù. Mày đi tù, mày chơi. Hai ba bốn năm mày đi tù. Mới là ông anh đấy à? Quỷ nhỉ? Ông ấy chứ cái chuyện không? Me thằng con à? Me thằng con à? Chuẩn đấy. Rồi chức quan à? Để cho nó găm đầy găm mày à? Pha tí đầy găm rồi đâu, giao. Rồi, bị mất một lần mà nhiều găm ấy, bị mất nhiều găm cực